Hi, my name is Carlos, and in today's video, we are diving into Mover, a data migration tool that will allow you to move your files to Microsoft OneDrive. If you ever needed to move your files to your OneDrive from other cloud storage providers, Mover is an excellent alternative, and it is free. Mover is a web-based migration tool that works to move your data from Google Drive, Dropbox, and Box to OneDrive. It also works to move your files from another OneDrive account that can be personal or business to another OneDrive account that can be personal account or part of Microsoft 365 for business. So far, I have used it and tested to move files from OneDrive for business, OneDrive personal, and from Google Drive, and it has worked great. It is simple to use. You just need to select the source and the destination of the files, and then let Mover handle the rest. Mover will show you a pre-migration analysis, so you know what to expect. Mover uses encryption to keep everything secure. However, I always suggest to read the terms and conditions of the service. You can stay in the loop during the migration with real-time progress tracking. It is like having your personal migration assistant. So let's have a look and see how this tool works. To access the tool, Mover, we need to open our preferred browser, and we go to mover.io. This is the website that you will find. It is actually very simple. You basically will find two options. You have the option to use the Migration Manager for work or school account, or you can also use the tool as an individual. If you scroll down, you will find information about the other cloud services where you can migrate from. If you continue scrolling down, you will find information about the tool for individuals and students. As we can see here, we can migrate from Google Drive, OneDrive Personal, and OneDrive Work or School account, and also from Dropbox and Box. In this example, we're going to use the option for individuals and students. If you select the one for work or school account, you will be taken to the SharePoint Admin Center, where the migration tool is already integrated. And that is basically for administrators of Microsoft 365. So we'll scroll down again, and we need to click here, go to Transfer Wizard. In order to use the tool, we need to sign in with a Microsoft account. It could be a personal account or a business account. In our case, we are going to use a personal account, which is an Outlook.com account. We click on Sign in with Microsoft. Here I have different Microsoft accounts, but not the one that I want to use in this case. So I click on Use another account. Then I enter the email address or username for my Microsoft personal account. Then I click on Next. Then I enter my password and click on Sign in. We are now within the migration tool. As we can see here, we need to select the source and the destination. Select the source means that we have to connect the account where we are going to migrate from. And it will be the same for the destination. We need to connect to the destination account. Once I have connected to both accounts, I will be able to select what information I want to migrate. Then we need to click on Authorize New Connector. We're now presented with different options that we can use or where we can migrate from. We can migrate from Box, Dropbox, Dropbox single user or business. We can also migrate from Google Drive. We can migrate from OneDrive personal account, and we can migrate from OneDrive business account. In this example, I'm going to use OneDrive personal account, and I will migrate to OneDrive and a business account. So I'm going to click on OneDrive Consumer. Now we can give it a name, so we can recognize what this account is. Since this is my personal account, I'm going to call it Personal Carlos. This is just a name to recognize the account that we are going to migrate from. Then I click on Authorize. Then I enter my password for my personal account and click on Sign in. Since I have authorized the connection to my personal account, I will be able to see on the left the information that I have in my personal account. I have the different folders and some files here in the root. The next step is to connect to the destination or the account where we are going to migrate to. Then we click on Authorize New Connector. Here I have three options. I have OneDrive for Office 365, OneDrive Consumer, or OneDrive for Business. In our example, as we said before, we're going to migrate to OneDrive for Business. I have a Microsoft 365 account which has OneDrive, and there is OneDrive for Business. So I need to click on Authorized. I can give it a name and recognize it easily. I'm going to call it OneDrive for Business Carlos. And then I click on Authorize. In order to authorize the connection to this account, so I need to enter my username or email address and click on Next. And of course, I need to enter my password. And then I click on Sign In. The connection has been successful. Since I am connected to my business account, I'm able to see all the folders and files that are within this OneDrive account. Before I do any migration, I want to show you what I have in both OneDrive accounts. So let's have a look first what I have in my OneDrive for Business. I have it here, which is exactly the same that I have here on the destination side. Let's have a look also on the source, which is my personal account. I have it open in a different browser. And for this example, I'm going to migrate only one folder, which is this one here, test folder. I'm going to open it. And it has different folders inside and different documents on each folder. So we are going to migrate only test folder. Now I'm going back to the migration tool. As we can see, we find here the folder that we want to migrate, which is test folder. I'm going to click here. And it will load all the folders within the test folder. In order to keep the information organized, I'm going to create a new folder. Then I click on Create Folder. And I'm going to give it the same name that I have on the source. Then I have created a new folder and I click on it. Of course, this folder is empty. If I leave it like this, the migration will move all these folders to this new folder here on the destination. All what I need to do next is to click on Start Copy. The migration process starts, and it gives me all the information related to the migration, and it is giving me the status of the progress. As we can see here, running is already 0. It means the migration is complete. And we can see here that 20 files were moved or copied. Let's now have a look to our destination OneDrive. We already have it here on this tab. We find the test folder, which is here. We create it within the tool. And if we click on test folder, we will find all the folders that we moved or copied from the source. It means from the personal account. And of course, all the files within the folders should be here. It is important to know that we just copy the information. The information in the source remains intact. No files or folders are deleted during this process. We can also have a look on our OneDrive source or our OneDrive personal account. And we can see that our folders and documents are still here. So no documents or folders are deleted. To go back within the migration tool, we can click here on Transfer Wizard. As we have migrated from OneDrive personal account, we can also migrate from OneDrive business account and also from Google Drive, Box and Dropbox. If we click here and we select our OneDrive account, we will be able to see all the files and folders within this OneDrive account on the destination. And again, we can click here and select OneDrive, and we can see all the folders and files within the OneDrive personal account. If we would like to migrate from a different source, for example, from Google Drive, we can click here, click All Connectors, and then we can click here on Authorize New Connector. Then we can select Google Drive, and click on Authorize. I can enter a name for this Google Drive. I'm going to call it Google Drive Carlos and click on Authorize. Then I will need to enter the email address for the Google Drive and click on Next. And I enter my password and click on Next. Since this account has multi-factor authentication, I need to authorize it from my phone. I receive the code on my phone and I enter it and click on Next. Now I need to authorize the access to this account and I click Allow. Now the migration tool is reading the information that I have in my Google Drive account. I have 4 folders and I would be able to migrate all those folders or migrate the information that is within one of them just by selecting them. If I want, I can create a new folder and just copy the information within the new folder. Once I have selected information that I want to migrate, I just need to click on Start Copy. The process will start running again, the same way as we did before. After I have finished using the tool, I just click here and then I will be able to log out from the migration tool. Mover was developed by a third party in 2012 and it was purchased by Microsoft in 2019. Since then, Microsoft has integrated part of the tool in SharePoint Admin Center, so Microsoft 365 Administrator can take advantage of this tool. In conclusion, Mover offers a range of features and capability to facilitate the migration of data from other cloud storage services to Microsoft services like a OneDrive and SharePoint. I hope you find this video useful. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any comment or questions and leave it here down below. And if you want to find it easy again in the future, I suggest you to subscribe to my channel. Remember, it is free and it helps me to continue creating content like this one. Thank you and I hope to see you next time.